Now these are the bravest people in the entire audience here tonight. That alone deserves applause. What did you say? By closing your eyes. Everyone close your eyes. Now ladies and gentlemen, it is my guess that there are probably quite a few more folks in the audience here tonight who, even though you didn't get a chance to volunteer, you'd still like to know what it's like to be hypnotized, and you still can. All you have to do is follow along with what you hear us doing here at the stage area. Follow along as though you are one of the volunteers, even though you're sitting out there in the audience, and you may go into hypnosis. You see, folks, you don't have to be sitting up here to go into hypnosis. You can be sitting anywhere out here. And if you do, and we have some room up here, I'll ask you if you'd like to join us in the show, or I can easily bring you out of hypnosis. All I have to do is count from 1 to 5 and say, wait. So if you're in the audience and you would like to know what it's like to be hypnotized, give it a try. You may go into hypnosis. Now, if anyone in the audience happens to see someone that you're sitting next to or near who appears to have gone into hypnosis, please feel free to raise your hand or somehow draw attention to where they are, because I don't always see them when they're in the audience. If you see somebody out there you think is in hypnosis, feel free to let me know they're there. By the way, the folks love it when somebody goes into hypnosis in the audience. Volunteers, thank you for joining us here this evening. Volunteers, I'd like to take this moment to mention how much I greatly appreciate each and every person who volunteers to be hypnotized. Now, you know it's unusual in the hypnosis show that even though I get excellent people to work with, and young people your age range are excellent people to work with, it's unusual that every single person goes into hypnosis. You'll see that happen maybe 1 in 100 shows. 99% of the time, and almost certainly what's going to happen here tonight, is some of the folks will go into hypnosis and some of the folks do not. Let me explain to you the difference between those two types. Those that go into hypnosis tonight, or any other time, done by any hypnotist anywhere ever, they all have exactly the same thing in common. People go into hypnosis because, who knows the answer? They want to. That's right. People go into hypnosis because they want to. They are not under my control. They are concentrating better than they normally would need. They can hear everything going on here tonight. Once again, folks, people go into hypnosis because they want to. Those that do not go into hypnosis are resisting it. The number one answer that you hear people say, why they would not go into hypnosis in front of an audience, it's always the same answer. Let's see if somebody knows the right answer to that. What's the number one reason people do not go into hypnosis in front of an audience? Embarrassment. I heard somebody say that. The number one reason people do not go into hypnosis in front of an audience, they are concerned they're going to look foolish in front of the audience. That's people's number one concern. So, volunteers, let's talk about that for a second. At no time here tonight will any person that has volunteered, or any person in the audience, no one will be singled out and made to look foolish in front of the audience. I want you to forget about that. I want you to concentrate on having fun. I want you to concentrate on going into hypnosis. Now, because it is likely that some of the folks will resist going into hypnosis, if at any time in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, I ask you to go have a seat in the audience. Do not be offended by that, because no offense is intended. I already know that every person that has volunteered and every person in the audience can go into hypnosis if you want to. But if I ask you to go have a seat in the audience, do not be offended by that. It quite simply means tonight is not your night to concentrate, okay? Now, volunteers, what we're about to do in the next minute or two is not quite hypnotizing you yet. What we're about to do is warm up your imagination, because hypnosis is really all about the power that you already have there in your mind. And you each have a very powerful mind. So all of the volunteers, everyone, sit up straight, both feet flat on the floor. Is anybody chewing gum? If you are, please dispense your gum. Maybe under the chair. Does anybody have glasses? I see 2 pairs of glasses. Now, I'm going to put these on the sound table. The reason we're doing this is so the glasses don't get broken. Now, I realize it's late, but does anybody here have a cell phone that for some reason could ring throughout the show? If you do, please click on the cell phone. Now, those of you in the audience who would like to participate in what we're about to do from where you're sitting in the audience, please feel free to do so. And if we do well at this, you may be in the show in the next minute or two, if you would like to be. Okay, volunteers, those of you in the audience who would like to participate, volunteers, open your eyes for a few seconds. Take a look at me. I want you to put your hands directly out in front of you like this, with your arms straight, palms facing each other, about 12 inches apart. And once again, everyone, please close your eyes. In your mind, when in hypnosis, there's all sorts of amazing things that you can do. Using the power of your mind, when in hypnosis, you can actually alleviate pain. Using the power of your mind, when in hypnosis, you can raise and lower your body temperature level. You can raise and lower your blood pressure level, and lots of other amazing things. So using the power that you already have, I'd like for you to imagine that there are magnets in the palms of your hands. I want you to see the magnets in the palms of your hands. I want you to feel the magnets in the palms of your hands. And in that powerful imagination that you have, that you can make anything happen, I want you to imagine that those are opposite magnets, and they are beginning to pull your hands together with a very powerful force now. Those magnets are pulling, tugging, pulling, drawing your hands in closer and closer and closer. Use your imagination, see the magnets, feel them pulling your hands in closer and closer and closer. Those magnets are now 10 times stronger. Those magnets are now 100 times stronger, and they are pulling your hands together with a very powerful force now. Now everybody keep your hands right where they are. Everybody keep your hands right where they are. Folks, let's take a look at how many hands came together. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 out of 20. Now how did that happen? You know how that happened? We have the best kind of people in the whole world in the stage hypnosis show. You know who that is? You. High school kids. High school kids and college kids are the best people to have in the stage hypnosis show. Now how do you know that? I just gave them a suggestion. And 17 of those kids followed that suggestion. That means we have really good people in the show. Now when I first started this 12 years ago, I used to think that the person whose hands had not come together early on in the show was not going to follow directions. And that may be what that means. But I also learned that some people take a few more minutes just to warm up, maybe 5 minutes or so, and then they'll start following the directions. I know that in a lot of the high school kids in these high school graduations, this is a really fun thing for them to be in the stage hypnosis show. So I want to give everybody a chance to be in the show and give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to keep all the people in the show for now. Everybody put your hands in your lap, and everybody, once again, everybody put your hands in your lap. And once again, everyone, please close your eyes. Volunteers, we have not begun to hypnotize you yet. However, what you are experiencing now, with your eyes closed, is similar to what you will experience in hypnosis. By that I mean, you will always be aware of the sound of my voice. You will be in an altered state of mind from where you are now. But don't expect to go completely unconscious or lose touch with your surroundings. You will always be aware of your surroundings. You will always be aware of the sound of my voice. And volunteers, as we are about to proceed into the hypnosis induction, it is important to mention that during this part of the show, it is likely that you will hear some distracting sounds from the environment. You may hear people giggling. Now, almost always when you hear people giggling during this part of the show, it's because they see someone in the show beginning to respond to the suggestions. Maybe that person is walking over to one side. Maybe that person has decided to relax on the floor. That's probably why you hear the giggling. And I want you to expect the giggling to occur. Now, when it occurs, you can deal with it really quite simply. All you have to do is tune it out. Tune it only to the sound of my voice and your concentration. Remember, nothing can interfere with your concentration if you don't want it to. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to proceed into the hypnosis induction, it's very important for folks in the audience to try to be as quiet as possible and keep movement in the audience to a minimum so that the folks that are trying to go into hypnosis, and I'll bet there very well may be some in the audience, will be able to concentrate. Now, once they're hypnotized, I'll let you know what that is. Once they are hypnotized, it is fine for you to make all the noise you want to. You can applaud, you can have a great time, you can tell the kids up here how much fun they are, because at that point, the more noise you make, the deeper into hypnosis they will go. But for the next few minutes or so, if everybody will try to be as quiet as possible, keep movement in the audience to the minimum. We'll get past this part of the show, and we'll get to the really fun part of the show soon, okay? You will feel very relaxed. Now, volunteers at any time during this process that you feel more comfortable, relaxing to your left or to your right, or even very slowly and carefully on the floor in front of the chair, feel free to do so. 100% concentration. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale slowly. Another nice deep breath. Exhale slowly. And as you stare at the imaginary blue light, and listen to the sound of my voice, with every word you hear me say, with every breath you take, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper. What you will discover is that deeper into your hypnosis you go, the stronger those powers and abilities that you have will become. Relaxation enters first. Your toes and your feet. Your toes become relaxed. Your feet become relaxed. Now this is a very pleasant feeling. In hypnosis, there is no stress, no cares, no fear, no worries. Relaxation begins to flow up your legs, your ankles become relaxed. Your calves become relaxed. Your knees and thighs become completely relaxed. You take a nice deep breath. Exhale slowly. And as you stare at the imaginary blue light, and listen to the sound of my voice, with every word you hear me say, with every breath you take, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper. The relaxation begins to flow into your pelvis, your back become relaxed, your abdomen become relaxed, your chest become relaxed, your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers become completely relaxed. You take a nice deep breath. Exhale slowly. And as you stare at the imaginary blue light, as the blue light begins to go in and out of your focus, that's okay. That's hypnosis for love. Relaxation begins to flow up your neck, your jaw. Become relaxed. Your face becomes relaxed. Your brain becomes relaxed. You're feeling heavy, sleepy, droopy, drowsy. You take a nice deep breath. Exhale slowly. And as you hear me count from 10 to 1, with every number you hear me say, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper. On any number that you hear, that you would like to relax, to relax, or to rise, or even very slowly and carefully on the floor in front of your head, feel free to do so. 10. Every muscle in your body is completely relaxed. 9. Deeper and deeper with every number you hear. 8. Feel that pleasant feeling of relaxation sweeping over your body and mind. 7. You're feeling heavy, sleepy, droopy, drowsy. 6. You're feeling heavy, sleepy, droopy, drowsy. 5. You're feeling heavy, sleepy, droopy, drowsy. 4. 3, 2, 1. Relax the muscles around your neck, allow your head to tilt forward and rest comfortably on your chest. Your eyes are closed now. If you feel your eyelids flutter, that's okay. That's called rapid eye movement. That means you're entering hypnosis. Close your eyelids down tightly. Roll your eyes back into your forehead as though you were staring out the top of your head. Keep them there to the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will begin to notice that your eyelids do not want to open. In this pleasant feeling of relaxation that you are experiencing now, you begin to realize that you and I are friends. We're friends because we have the same objective, and that is to help you into this pleasant feeling of relaxation. Tell our friends, it becomes easier and easier for you to follow the words and instructions you hear my voice say. Pleasant. Tell them, it becomes easier and easier for you to follow the words and instructions you hear my voice say by nodding your head. Good. And because we're friends, and because it becomes easier and easier for you to follow the words and instructions you hear my voice say, I'm going to help you to go deeper into your relaxation, because you now know that deeper into your relaxation you go, the more powerful you will feel. In this pleasant feeling of relaxation that you are experiencing now, you begin to realize that whenever I approach you, to hypnotize you, or say to you the word sleep. You will immediately assume a more peaceful relaxation than you're in right now. In this pleasant feeling of relaxation that you are experiencing now, you begin to realize that every word I tell you is the absolute truth. It becomes true the moment I say it. Now in a moment, I will touch your hand. The moment I touch your hand, you will relax every muscle in that arm and every muscle in your body. And the moment you hear me say the word sleep, you will immediately go into a deep hypnotic sleep. The moment I touch your hand and say to you the word, I want you to stay in your chair, and I want you to relax, lean forward, and sleep. I want you to totally relax, totally let go. This is a really fun audience. We have a lot of fun tonight. Sleep. I want you to totally let go, relax, sleep. We have lots of fun people here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Sleep. And relax. Sleep. Don't be afraid of the audience. Don't be afraid of the person. Sleep. Just relax. Sleep. Go with the flow. Sleep. Totally relax. Relax. Sleep. Totally let go. Totally let go. Sleep. And sleep. Good. Sleep. Sleep. Totally let go. Totally let go. And sleep. 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 Totally let go. Sleep. And sleep. Everybody, audience? If you're in the audience and you feel as though you are in hypnosis and you would like to be in the show, please stand up and raise one arm over your head. If you are in the audience and you feel as though you are in hypnosis and you would like to be in the show, please stand up and raise one arm over your head. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Sleep. Sleep. We're going to have a good time. The volunteers, once again, you begin to realize that whenever I approach you to hypnotize you or say to you the word sleep, you will immediately assume a more peaceful relaxation than you're in right now. Once again, you begin to realize that every word I tell you is the absolute truth. It becomes true the moment I say it. Now in a moment, you will hear lots of noise from the audience. The more noise you hear, the deeper into hypnosis you will go. In a moment, and probably throughout the rest of the show, you will hear lots and lots of noise from the audience. No matter how much noise you hear, it will not disturb you in any way. The more noise you hear, the deeper into your relaxation, the deeper into your concentration, the deeper into your hypnosis you will go. Folks, guess what? It is okay to make some noise! The more noise you hear, the deeper into hypnosis you will go. In a moment, I will count from 3 to 1 and say the word poem. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear me say the word poem, you will begin to notice it being very, very cold in here. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear me say the word poem, you will begin to feel chills around the outsides of your shoulders and arms. You will feel goosebumps on your arms and your legs. It will feel as though it is 20 degrees in here. There's ice and snow everywhere, and you are in your bathing suit. The temperature is normal. The temperature is normal. In a moment, I will count from 3 to 1 and say the word funny. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear me say the word funny, you will remember the punchline to the funniest joke you have ever heard in your entire life. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear me say the word funny, that funny thought or joke or story will occur to you and you will want to roar with laughter. Now already that funny thought is beginning to occur to you. You're beginning to smile. You're beginning to giggle. And after I count from 3 to 1, and you hear me say the word funny, that funny thought or joke or story will occur to you and you will want to roar. But we're going to have a good time tonight here in Albany. 3, 2, 1, funny, 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 funny. In a moment, I will count from 3 to 1. After I count from 3 to 1, as you hear me say the word good, you will begin to notice a very good smell coming from the person that is next to you. After I count from 3 to 1, and you hear me say the word good, you will begin to notice a very good smell coming from the person that is next to you. 3, 2, 1. All the good smells are gone, only the normal smells remain. In a moment, I will count from 3 to 1 and say the word stinky. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear me say the word stinky, you will realize there's a very bad smell coming from the person that is next to you. Now this is just a bad smell. No one will get sick. 3, 2, 1. Oh, stinky! Oh, wow! A nice Negro. Okay, very good. 3, 2, 1, sleep. Now, in a moment, I will count from 3 to 1. After I count from 3 to 1, and you hear the music play, you will realize that you are Carly Rae Jepsen. When you hear the music play, you will want to get up and lip sync to one of your most famous songs. You will realize our wonderful audience contains your enduring fans, and they love you greatly. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Carly Rae Jepsen here tonight. chair right here. Everybody have a seat. Yeah. Have a seat on the floor and a chair. And 3, 2, 1, sleep. Now this suggestion applies to the after the count of 3 to 1, and you hear me say the words 9 months pregnant, the males only, once again the males only, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are 9 months pregnant. Okay, you guys are no longer pregnant unless you were before the show. In a moment, I will count from 3 to 1. After I count from 3 to 1 and you hear the music play, you will realize that you are a finalist. This applies to the males and the females. When you hear the music play, you will realize that you are a finalist in the West Albany High School dance competition. Now, when you hear the music play, you will want to get up and show the audience, our judges, why you should be chosen as the best dancer here tonight from West Albany High School. Now, maybe you can do something fancy. Maybe you can do a cartwheel. Maybe you can do some break dancing. Maybe you can do the worm, whatever. Now is the time for you to show off. Because if you win, you're going to win $1 million. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the finalists in the West Albany High School dance competition here tonight. The judges love everything you're doing. Everything's going great, but they need to see the slow dance. So after I count from 3 to 1, and you hear me say the words slow dance, you will want to find a partner and begin to slow dance. Remember, this is for $1 million. 3, 2, 1. Slow dance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Now when you hear me call out your number, you're going to want to get up and strut your stuff on the supermodel runway. And the more noise you hear the audience make, the better of a supermodel you will be. Now there's one other thing. Males only, males only, males only. If you want to take your shirt off, you can. That's males only, males only. And you don't have to. It's up to you. If you don't want to, that's okay. Males only. If you want to take your shirt off, you can. The girls must keep their shirts on. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the world's coolest supermodels here tonight. Supermodel number 1. Very good. Very good. Supermodel number 2. Very good. Supermodel number 3. Very good. Supermodel number 4. Very good. Supermodel number 5. Very good. Supermodel number 6. Bring in supermodel number 12. 3, feel that good surge of energy. 4, 5, away.